Motorsport TV Live, brought to you by Motorsport Tickets, the dedicated motorsport experiences provider.
Hello and welcome to Motorsport TV Live. I'm Rachel Downey, bringing you all the latest motorsport news. Antonio Giovinazzi heads to Formula E. Guanyu Zhou to partner Valtteri Bottas at Alfa Romeo. And Sébastien Ogier talks about the end of an era. All that and more coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. Formula One first, and Alfa Romeo have finally announced that Guanyu Zhou will partner Valtteri Bottas next season. The 22-year-old becomes China's first driver at the top level of motor racing, and the announcement comes a few weeks after F1 confirmed that the Chinese Grand Prix will return in 2023 with a deal that now runs until 2025. The hope throughout the paddock is that Zhou will have the sort of impact that Max Verstappen has had in the Netherlands or Sergio Perez in Mexico. I think for the company, for current sponsors, work for the 9 other teams, for F1 in general, it's a huge opportunity, team boss Fred Vasseur told motorsport.com. Huge. I think it's really important that if you want to develop the team, but even for F1, the approach is the same. It makes sense to open a new market like China. Zhou comes with his own sponsorship package, but his arrival is a boost too for the team's other existing backers, with Alfa Romeo selling cars in China, while title sponsor Orlen also has a strong presence. With Guanyu Zhou taking Antonio Giovinazzi's seat at Alfa Romeo, the Italian driver will move to Formula E in 2022 with Dragon Penske. Alfa Romeo revealed on Tuesday morning that it would part ways with Giovinazzi after 3 full seasons. Giovinazzi was critical of his ousting on Twitter following the news, saying F1 can be ruthless when money rules, in reference to Zhou's backing and the potential of increased exposure for the sport in a rapidly growing Chinese economy. However, just a few hours following the announcement, Giovinazzi has secured a switch to Formula E with J Penske's squad. As soon as it was made public that I would not be in F1 next year, I have decided to participate in the Formula E World Championship, said Giovinazzi. It is a category which I've always followed. I am thrilled to be part of Dragon Penske Autosport in this all-electric racing series. And partnering Giovinazzi at Dragon Penske will be Sergio Sette Camara, who has been re-signed for the 2022 season. The Brazilian made his series debut with the Los Angeles squad in the latter half of the 2019 220 campaign, when he was drafted in to replace ex-Formula One driver Brendan Hartley. His impressive turn of speed in qualifying during the 6-race Berlin final led him to agree a full-time deal with Penske for 2021. Although the team struggled to manage its energy over a full race distance, Camara did seal 4th place in the Saudi Arabia season opening doubleheader event, then finishing 8th in the 2nd London E-Prix race at Excel Centre. Following the late introduction of the Penske EV5 car, which will carry over for 2022. Don't go anywhere. We've lots more news from the world of motorsport coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. With Formula One set to stage its inaugural race at the Jeddah Circuit in Saudi Arabia on December the 5th, reports suggest that the track is still far from finished ahead. F1 chiefs have admitted work on finishing the facility will go down to the wire, but remain confident enough essential components will be ready for the race to go ahead. Race director Michael Massey, who has to formally sign off the track as being fit for use, will pay a visit on Tuesday to assess progress at first hand, while sporting director Steve Nielsen, who plays a key role in approving the facilities at new venues and helping promoters to meet F1 standards, is also confident that it will be ready. It's an ambitious project. It will be a great facility, he told motorsport.com. They're up against it, they are, but they're literally working 24/7 as they have been for quite a long time now. I saw some more photos this morning and they've made huge progress, but still a lot to do. Super Formula news now, and Naoki Yamamoto says he will use the frustration of seeing fellow Honda driver Tomoki Nojiri being crowned champion this year as motivation for a comeback from a disappointing 2021 season. After switching from Dandelion Racing to Nakajima Racing following his 2020 title success, Yamamoto endured a wretched title defence, scoring just 13 points all year with a best result of 6th place in the opening round of the campaign at Fuji Speedway. Mugen driver Nojiri, meanwhile, won 3 of the year's 7 races to score his first crown in dominant fashion and become the first driver since 2009 to wrap up the title with a round to spare. And finally, this weekend sees Sébastien Ogier's final outing as a full-time World Rally Championship driver. It will see the end of an era for the 7-time world champion and his co-driver Julian Ingrassia. But with only 17 points between him and Elfyn Evans going into Rally Monza, there's still everything to fight for. Ogier took some time out to talk to motorsport.com's Tom Howard about how he's feeling ahead of the final round and his championship battle with Evans.
It's always difficult to find the right and the perfect timing to end up a career, I believe, for any sportsman. And yeah, there is not only one way to do it, and I'm not sure if anybody know what is the right way to do it. But at the end, the way I decided right now, or the way I have the chance to do it, is that, yeah, we just said it, that remain still with the team and still keep a foot in the sport, and maybe you know, have the chance to compete some rallies. And yeah, I think somehow, yeah, it's a little bit a different way. It hasn't been done like this, I would say, in the past. Maybe my predecessor or like other drivers have more kind of stopped straight away, but most of them I've come back at some point and for some races or full campaigns. So yeah, it's a different way. I'm not sure it's the best one. At the end, it's the one who feel right for me right now. That's why I do it like this. Julian have clearly announced that they want to stop, completely stop at the end of the season. So yeah, definitely on Sunday it will be a strange moment to know that Julian will never sit again with me in the car. Oh well. One more time, never say never. but at the moment, yeah, that's his decision, and for sure, yeah, the rallies that I will compete next year will be with someone else. So yeah, it's strange because I've known more or less only him my whole career, at least my whole career on the top level. So he has been part of his journey, part of this fantastic result that we achieved together, and he have played a big role. It's no question that Julian is I've said that in my eyes the best co-driver out there, and I've done really tremendous job during all these years with very few mistakes, and his professionalism, his perfectionism, as I always been noted by every people we have been working with, every team. He's extremely organized and put a lot of attention in the preparation of the event, and that's the way. I mean, I think it's somehow something he need as well, because he's someone we need to feel comfortable. Maybe not, sometimes I've felt a bit difficult under high pressure or difficult moment during the career. That's why also I guess he have this very strict organization, but the way he does it then make you feel good. And like I say, he has done it perfectly during all those years. I think we're in a good position, definitely, but like you say, it's still motorsport, so of course nothing is done and we have to finish the job. I think yeah, the last rallies haven't been really perfect for us, and it was missing a bit of speed, and yeah, I cannot say I enjoy them so much, but in the same times, I'm still happy or somehow with the position I am right now, because 17 points. I mean, of course, if you look 2 rallies ago, it was 44. It was even better, but now 17 is still good for sure, and still give us the chance to have all the card in hand for Monza. So let's do it like we always done it, and yeah, hopefully we can celebrate that on Sunday. I think, Elvin, I mean, impressed, I'm not sure if the right word, because it's like yeah, I know that he is strong, and I know that, you know, I since the beginning of the year, I know I will need to count on him, and 2 years in a row fighting the championship on the last rally is not coming by surprise. So I think yeah, more or less we had we can say we had the edge on him for a good part of the season. But now, yeah, recently, when, like I just say, I was in this managing situation and not giving 100% and staying on the safe side. Yeah, somehow you see that the gaps are very small in this championship, and that straight away, when you adopt this more careful strategy, you kind of falling back in the ranking, and not really sharp as you can be. So at least yeah, the last 2 rallies, especially, Elvin have been very strong, winning Finland with a very impressive performance, and second in Spain, where clearly we've seen that on this rally the Hyundais were faster than us. So yeah, I'm sure he will give everything in Monza, and like we said at the beginning of the talk, I know it's not over yet, and we have to perform as well.
Sébastien Ogier there talking to Tom Howard. That's all for now. I'm Rachel Downey. Join us again here on Motorsport TV Live for all of the latest news from the world of motorsport. Bye for now.